Okay, I'm going to take this fellow apart, clean him up. And you start by just taking a screw out of the bottom of the forestock here. Don't forget to take your ramrod out. Break the barrel and that's it. Shed a little light on the subject. The only dirt in here really is on the face. The rest is clean. Yeah, big difference between this and the Tracker 209 for sure. This is a lot simpler, a lot better gun, period. You get a good seal in here, got the primer resting up against that. Didn't get any, there's a little tiny bit of blow by, but I didn't get any of that until I went up to the 120 grain with the 265 grain bullet. So up 100 grain and under, then that's sealed great. Now with the new gun, I find there's just a few little bits and filing. Seems to be some filings and stuff down inside here, but mainly it just looks like some stuff flaking off from it being brand new. So I'm just getting it out with a Q-tip. Got some ballast all on it and it grabs it pretty good. Now this one here does not make the trigger assembly come apart easy. It's I haven't found any instructions on taking this apart yet, so. And I don't see any need to, really. It's pretty clean in there. There's no fouling gets up in near the trigger mechanism, so I don't think it's necessary. But like I say, I got a few little filings and stuff kicking around in here. As you can see, maybe. So I'll do the best I can with this until I get curious enough to take that apart. The barrel's pretty straightforward, one screw, and you pretty much got this gun broken down good for cleaning. And there's not much to clean really. She's pretty nice. One other thing I like about this, that's it. You got your breech plug out, and using that blackhorn powder, so I just took it out with my hands. So, peek. The barrel's good and sooty, but you don't get the clogs and bogs in there like you do. I don't know, maybe we can peek in there, I don't know. A little bit. Don't know how well this is going to turn out, but it might give you an idea. Halfway through my shooting session, I ran a patch, dry patch, the brush first, and then dry patch to the barrel, and it was shiny again, so maybe that'll give you an idea. She's pretty straightforward. Run the brush through it, and a few times, and that's probably got most of it right there. Give her a little going over in here. Muzzle brake. Not sure if that's a muzzle brake or not. It's like a, I know they got the recess for loading those sabots. It looks like they added a brake to it as well. It smells a little bit like black powder. Pretty much cleaned out in there now. I lubricated the camera, you know, so it didn't get a squeak out that time. There's So I usually run a dry patch through them, or used one. And just to, that way the solvent doesn't have to deal with any loose powder. That you know, push all that loose powder out. That way your solvent's not working on this stuff that's just lying around in there. So run it through again. Flip it around. Just do it from in. Give them an extra little stroke at this end. I guess we could literally call this the dry run. And you can see, like in the last stages of cleaning a barrel, I always keep these old patches just so I can use them again. Bit of efficiency. If you want to be cheap, I guess. The best way I found for cleaning the breech plugs, I've already done it when I did the first cleaning on this rifle, is these Tipton swabs. I cut them in half. I use their cleaning jag, whatever you want to call it. And I stuff the half swab in there. And I cut them in half. The perfect size for cleaning out those threads. I always keep a nice 2x8 plank, piece of plank kicking around for keeping from damaging my barrel. And again, these are patches that I saved from the last few strokes of the previous cleaning. They're dry and they're a little dirty. When I'm making my first pass or two through the barrel, they're going to come up pretty grungy, so I just reuse these. As far as the breech plug goes, I just wipe the fouling off the sides. Now I put a little ballast on the end of the soap, and we'll see how we make out with that. Now after using the brush and a dry pass, not much left. I like that brass guide, keeps from shaving paint and stuff off my floating rod here. Okay, I put a real sloppy patch through there. Today I ordered the spray stuff, and I got the Valstall Canada. I think that's a Chinese gal I was talking to, and I asked for the Sportsman oil and the spray can, but I guess something got lost in the English translation, and I got this type. Which is fine, actually. There's a lot of advantages to getting it this way. But today I ordered a case of the spray. I've watched guys using it on other channels and the way it foams up and shit. But I just ran a real sloppy patch in there and I let that soak in. Hey, here's a dry patch. After the Valstall soak in a bit, she's picked up all kinds of extra guns. Good stuff. Some Valstall in our high-tech muzzle brake there. Some more saturated patch. Get some of that Valstall soaking in there one more time. That should do her for the barrel. Yeah, the Valstall actually softens this up pretty good. She cakes on there a bit, which is not surprising. I let the ballast soak in that for a while I was doing everything else. Just cleans it right up. So I think the first thing I do in cleaning this rifle is put the ballast to the crust on the end of that breech plug and get some inside here as well. Let that soak in there good. Get the old, and you want to get it right in because you're going to need the there's a rig there for cleaning out this little tiny port, but that doesn't go all the way back, that's just at the end. You'll see where your primer fits inside here. Well, further in again there's another chamber that you're going to have to get nice and clean. Alright, get her cleaned out. Just clean her out the same way you would any rifle. Using that powder, there's no special way of doing it. So, and they say you don't have to, but I still put the anti-seize on that breech plug. Because who knows, next time I shoot this, could be using Pyrex or black powder. And as you can see, I decided to stick a scope on it. This is the second one I put on. I'll show you why. Now, the gun comes with the hammer extension, but with the what you're going to have to watch out for is the other scope here where you adjust your range or your zoom. It was hitting the hammer, so a little heads up on that as well. But anyway, I got the scope on. It's an old Redfield 3x9 power. I had to take the rear sight off for clearance. So reassembling it, you pretty much saw it. The only thing left is to stick that on. Somewhere on this bench there's a screw for it. Hiding underneath a patch. I'll stick this screw in and that's it. She's finished. Love changing those magnetic bits. Your hands are all full of ballast though. Done. Cleaned up. Ready to go. So all I used, like I said before, was ballast to clean that powder up. They don't recommend, in fact they tell you not to use water-based black powder cleaners, because they're not going to work. Here, she's all cleaned up. It's got a scope on her, and maybe not. I might pick up a better scope for it tomorrow. I'm going to Warburg. There's a shop out there. I'll visit him. I've been there for a while. I'll take this with me, see if he's got a 50 cal, which I doubt. And get that scope dialed in. If not, I'll just do it by guessing by golly like I did with the other one. At least now I know how straight the projectile goes out of this thing. So I put the wussy pad on her. It's a, what brand is that? It's a Pachamar. I had it on the other one, and I find it gives me a little more comfort on the reach. So I like that about it. The Hammer's easy to get out. That little extension comes with it. The extension wrench comes with the gun. And she's good to go. Yeah, smells like ballistol now. So I'm actually kind of anxious to try that with the scope. Because the 200 meter, I can do it with the plain sights, but I think the scope will make it more interesting, because I'm more interested in to see what the gun's capable of. Being that's the first time I think I ever shot pistol bullets out of a black powder gun. So this is all new to me. I'll tell you, it's pretty interesting. I see why people hunt with these things now.